Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
You got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
The Utes are threatening in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start. This one with that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. How in the world did he miss that? Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's going to pass. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up.
Utah 9, Arkansas 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It's reverse. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers. You want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Right back to the well. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a gap. It's Randall.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd down play from the gun. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 10 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Quarterback will audible. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Heaves it on the run. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll bring it back. It's Sategna.
To the 32, and the Arkansas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. one more snap coming before halftime.
Easy.
At the 35, he's open. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
Caught in the backfield. It's Webb. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweep.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the beatdown has ensued.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down.
Cricket.
He's got it on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more...
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Hit as he throws. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the punishment has been extended. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does...
Fires into traffic, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Spins away from the defense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
A little screen to the running back. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Bryant. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
42, Spider.
They'll leave it with him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 57, Utah 9.
Got it.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff.
16.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set. 1st down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cobra!
Give to the back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set! Ready!
Looking for room, it's Webb.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
With the carry, he's brought down at the 12. Brings up 4th down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
67, Utah 16.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They're going downfield for the big play. And that pass is intercepted.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They go right back to him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
6-9-1.
Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Flex. Spire. Tuna.
Now the play fake. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And finally you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long.
Tuna.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.